Do you have it with you, Melissa? I think I have it here, but it's not letting me share my screen to show. Okay, here, I see it now. So this is our family journal that we're gonna be using throughout these next 3 days. You see here, it's a family design journal. And then it says this journal belongs to, and you put your name right there. And this is session 1. So here we'll be drawing and writing everything about us. And here in a second, we're gonna all introduce ourselves, say your name, your last name, and what you like about coding or what you look forward to in these sessions. And then once we get to our making our hats section, we're gonna sketch out and design our hats here first. Okay, so I guess, Melissa, we can start with introductions already.
Ma'am, sorry, did anybody else have trouble with the journal, downloading the journal? It was telling me that I needed access to the Google Docs.
Yeah, it wouldn't open when we clicked, so we're just using paper,
Okay.
plain paper.
And I did send it, I resent it this morning with the attachment, so you should be able to.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Thank you.
The one that we received this morning was just for session 2. It didn't include, it included the like activities, but in the session 2 journal, not session 1.
Oh, okay. I think I had separated them. Okay, I'll resend it right after this session, and it'll have for all 3 sessions then. Thank you for letting me know. And then let me see, what we can do is I'm gonna unmute.
It's completely okay to just use paper and pencil just to sketch everything out and write your designs on there. So I think everyone has their name on the.
Yeah, so if you would like to introduce yourself, we can go off the top of the list, and although a lot of you have already switched over your names, so let's see, maybe Addison, are you here?
Yes, here he is. What?
Hi, Addison.
Hi, my name is Addison Jackson.
Hi, my name is Addison Jackson.
Welcome.
What I like about coding is, what do you like about coding?
What I like about coding is that
Why do you like coding? You've been doing it on CodeSpark. Design.
because I like to make games, so I can play them too.
Oh,
Awesome, yeah. So people make video games and everything. They use.
For Nathan, so I don't know what to do anymore.
Okay, you can have
okay. Would anybody else like to introduce themselves? Okay, Mateo, go ahead. Do you know how to unmute yourself? Okay.
Hold on.
I am Mateo Ronald. And what I liked about coding is I can use it in both video games, one of my favorite things. And I
You
can
want to learn how to make video games.
to give messages to my family.
Nice. That's very smart of you. Yes.
Thank you for sharing, Mateo. We're happy to have you. Would anybody else like to introduce themselves? Okay, let's see. Ryan, you have your hand up. Good job. You can introduce yourself. But you need to unmute yourself. There you go.
What I like about coding is that, you know, like there's no wrong. You can code anything. There's nothing you can't code. You can code anything you want. It's just like non-stop.
Exactly. That's right. You can code anything you want. You can make your characters or your computer do anything you want, right? Because you're the one in control. You make the little sequence and it does anything you ask it to do, right?
Awesome.
I think Eli is raising their hand.
Yeah, you want to, Eli, would you like to introduce yourself?
Go ahead,
My name is Eli Robles, and what I like about coding is you can literally code anything. You can code games, you can print stuff with coding, you can do anything. You can make robots move, do anything you want.
Yeah,
That's
that's so
great.
true.
That's very true. You can do anything with it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's go to Phoebe and then we'll go to Derek after Phoebe. Okay, so Phoebe?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Phoebe Rodriguez.
Look at the screen. What do you like about coding?
That when you code, you can like play Minecraft, and there's a whole bunch of things you can code with, and you even can code a Minecraft table. It's really fun.
Yes.
Awesome.
Alicia, do you want to say
You
anything?
can design anything you want with coding.
Awesome. All right, so we'll go with Derek and then Eli and Evan Ortiz after that.
Okay, you can talk about. My name is Derek Silva.
Hi, Derek. Thank you for joining us today.
Sydney's raising her hand.
And then Eli and Evan. And then we'll go to Merrick after that. Oh, can you unmute you, Chef? Let me see. I'm gonna unmute you. Yes, you can. You're on mute. There you go. Okay.
I'm Eli, and I like to or me and Evan are new to crafting, but we do like to new to coding, and we do like to craft.
Okay, awesome. How exciting.
Hi, Evan. Hi.
And hi. And then we'll go to Merrick. Merrick, would you like to introduce yourself? There you go.
Hi, my name is Merrick, and I am 7 years old. I like playing Legos, and it's also like coding because you just can build whatever you want to. I've built helicopters, planes, boats, but I also have a robot named Dash that I can also code.
Oh, very cool.
You like building stuff. That's awesome.
Let's see. Does anybody else have their hand raised? Maybe Clara and then Sydney.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Claire. What are you doing?
So I like to move the characters.
Very cool. It's so awesome to see you create a sentence with the coding and then watch it happen, right? Very cool. And then who is next? Did we say Sydney maybe? Let's try Sydney.
Yes, Sydney's been wanting to share.
Okay. And then
Hi, Sydney. Oh, we can't hear her. Can you hear her?
no, I can't hear you, Sydney.
Huh?
Because you're not on mute.
I like to.
Oh, there
What's
you are.
wrong?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear
Okay, speak up.
My name is Sydney.
Awesome. I think that the audio is coming in and out for some reason. I did hear her name very clearly.
Okay. You want to say your name? Say it again and say it a little bit louder. Okay.
My name is Sydney.
And what do you like?
To design fashion.
Cool. Awesome. Well, we're happy to have you, Sydney, today. I'm going to let my little guy here introduce himself real quick. And then after that, we'll go to Evelyn. Go ahead, AJ.
My name's AJ, and I really like this is like a game that I kind of like it, but it's kind of like coding, so you get to raise like dinosaurs and stuff, and it's very fun, and I get to feed them and treat them, and sometimes I could probably tame them.
Thank you,
And that's
buddy.
kind of like coding, right?
Kind of, yeah. Cool. Thank you, buddy. All right, let's see. Who did we say was next? I think Evelyn. Evelyn? Yeah, go ahead. Oh, but you're on mute, so you got to unmute yourself. I still cannot hear you. Evelyn and Noah. I see that you're unmuted, but I can't hear you.
Loudly, loudly.
Okay, I think
I
I
like
can.
coding
Uh-huh.
because I can code robots, and I have a robot named Now Robot, and I can code with my hands.
Nice. You have a robot?
Very awesome.
Very
Thank you so much
cool.
for sharing. And then I think Zachary has been waiting patiently to introduce himself.
I'm Zachary, and the game I like is Roblox and another game, but it's rated mature, so I should probably be talking about it. And my brother, he's 13, and I don't want to say it,
Okay.
but I like,
You like Roblox?
yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing and being here with us. Is there anyone else that would like to introduce themselves? Okay, Elijah, you want to introduce yourself? And then we'll move on after that if that's everybody. Was there anybody else that I missed? Elijah, go ahead.
My name is Elijah. If you want to hear my last name is Gibbs, but well, I know that. But there's a game that it's really my dad's game, but I play it too, and it's where you get to make your own Mario area.
Cool.
Yeah, on Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay. That's
fun.
Awesome.
That's very cool.
Just don't get Goomba on your head.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you to everyone who shared.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone that shared. And then we're gonna head on over back to Gracia. And I think she has some really fun stuff for us to do.
Hi.
I think we had one more to share. We don't have the name. Hi, what's your name?
Nelly.
Hi, Nelly.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
What do you think about coding?
I really like to play Minecraft, and because I like to build houses.
Oh, nice. You like to build as well. I think everybody here likes to build, right? That's why we're all here for coding and learning how to code and be programmers. Thank you so much, Nelly, for sharing. Okay. So now we're gonna go into the making part of this session, which is we're gonna be building something. It's not gonna be a building, right? But we're gonna be building our maker hats because today we're makers and we're gonna be programmers pretty soon, right? Computer programmers and coders because we're gonna be coding our way through our Scratch Junior app. And so I'll show you the hat I made here. I know, Melissa, you made another one too and your son made one. First, though, you can design it if you'd like. You can design it on a sheet of paper, design how you would like for it to look, the colors you want to use. I myself use paint, but if you don't have paint, you can use markers, colors, anything you want. I use my little brushes. And then this is my maker hat that I made. Oops. You just put it on. And make sure it fits you. I just put 2 pieces of paper together. You can tape them, you can staple them, and then here's my finishing off my maker hat. Oops.
And remember, friends, you can use anything that you have permission from your parents to use. So think about if you have newspaper. I had a lot of tissue paper, so I used tissue paper, and I had some construction paper. So I made my hat using tissue paper and construction paper. But if you have maybe some toilet paper rolls or or paper towel rolls or some newspaper or some regular white paper.
Anything. And it doesn't have to look like this. It can look however you want it to look. Remember, you're the designer here. You get to choose whatever it looks like because it's going to be for you.
We had one that was a crown, and it was just a long, some construction paper put together, and it's just a crown hat. So you can be as creative as you'd like.
And a top hat.
Oh, that's a nice hat.
So right now you can take time to create your maker hat, okay? Oh, Luca, you're doing a good job. I like your hat. I see some tape and some markers and construction paper. You guys are doing awesome.
I know that long tube thingy with all the with all the little beads in it, and then I have a smile thing. I'm making a hat, so I'm gonna use paper plate and make it like a top hat, and then put kind of like some cut strips of papers. This is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, for right now. That's right.
You can write your names on the hat. You can do anything you want to your hat because all of our hats are unique, right? Because they have a very talented designer, which is ourselves, right? You're designing your own hat. Just like we'll be designing our own sequence and games with our Scratch Junior app after this.
Wow, Eli and Evan are using some paper plates. Very cool, guys. Oh, look, and a little bowl too. Very creative.
Cool. I really like that. Very, very, very creative. All of you, you're doing a very, very good job.
I see Eli and Evan are using paper plates and some kind of string. Addison is using like paper or construction paper as well. Sydney is using a paper plate.
Oh, I see some dancing there. Awesome. Let's see. Oh, look, Claire, I like your hat. Let's see who's done with their hats already. Merrick. Oh, that's a cool one. Good job. Let's see who else is working on their hats or finishing them up. Mateo is getting fitted for his hat. Awesome. There it is. Good job, guys. I love seeing all of the different materials that you're using, being so creative. Oh, Sydney, I like that. Very cool. I like that hat for sure.
Owen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks sort of like a triangle on the top. That's nice. Mark has like a crown.
Oh, Elijah, I like that. You use some construction paper. And a paper plate. Very cool, Elijah. Very creative.
Merrick used a knife. That's very creative, Merrick. A paper bag when then you cut out the eyes and the mouth.
Awesome. Let's see. And I see some of our friends working away still. Very good. Hi, Addison. Oh, Sydney's getting some help with some yarn. It looks like. And Mark, I love your crown. Good job. So let's get maybe a few more minutes in before we move on.
So Melissa, you can let me know whenever.
Okay, yeah, maybe we can just do one more minute and then we can move on to the next. And then I don't know, Gracia, if there was anything that you wanted to mention to the parents during this time, but this will be a good time to do that before we move on to the next.
Yeah, so the only thing I'd like to go over was we will be watching an introduction video for the Scratch Junior app. And just to mention that as they do snap various blocks together to animate the characters on the screen, they're actually engaging in basic computer programming by creating a series of instructions to tell the computer, or in this case, their tablet and their characters, what to do. So it engages them in problem solving, it lets them be more creative in what they want to do, what they want to achieve with their characters and their sequences. And along this process, they'll of course learn the different functionalities of different blocks, buttons, how a sequence works. And like I said, this is all very basic computer programming, but you know, for kids, they're actually learning this. And other people, this is actually modeled by the other version, which is the Scratch app, which is a coding app to learn. And so I think it's a great design of the Scratch Junior app to keep the kids engaged. It makes it more engaging for them. It gives them PBS characters that they might watch on TV. And so I think that's very interesting for them. And well, it keeps them engaged. And of course, it enables them to learn something new and coding, which sometimes might not be very easy even for adults to do, but kids are learning this from an early age, and we'll try to make it as easy as possible for them with our tutorials, and then also working on our projects on screen.
Awesome, thank you, Gracia. And let's see if you have completed your hat, let's put them on so that we can see them. I see Derek, good job. I like your hat. Very cool maker hat. And let's see, who else finished theirs that we didn't see earlier?
On Addison. I think he even made like a little string right here so the hat doesn't fall off.
Oh, cool.
Nice, designing skills, Mom. Well,
did you notice, like, if your hat wasn't staying up, did you make some adjustments? I saw somebody, I think Mateo, I saw you making some adjustments to try to get it to stay up.
So we put like a paper towel under it. It's because my hair is like this, and it stays like this.
Oh, okay.
So now the paper plate is not sliding off his head.
Oh, good. So you're making adjustments as you're trying it on. Very cool.
We had pipe cleaners that we tightened on the back.
Oh, I love that idea. Yeah, you needed to make yours a little bit tighter. So you use something that you can tighten it with, right?
Mm-hmm. True. Henry, like this?
And Mark made his crown. Very cool. And Elijah, I love that hat. That looks like a ball cap, huh? Because it has the visor at in the front. Very cool, Elijah. Super creative hats for sure. I love them all. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. Oh, Sydney, I love your hat. Very cool. Did we get to see everybody's hat already? Awesome. And if you haven't finished, it's okay. You can work on it later on in the session or afterwards, okay?
No, I'm the great paper.
Then Melissa, you can play that. You can share your screen to play that clip that I'm not able to share.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can fix it.
All right, let me share my screen. Okay.
It's PBS Kids Scratch Junior, the new creative coding app from PBS Kids and the creators of Scratch Junior. Word up! Snap colorful programming blocks together to make your favorite PBS Kids pals move, jump, dance, and sing. 1, 2, 3, 4! With tons of characters and backgrounds to choose from, you can make awesome new stories, games, and animations.
Can you find a polar bear? Okay. No polar bear here.
The fun is in your hands.
Onward and onward!
Have a blast creating new worlds.
Activate creature power.
Designing your own games.
Sweet!
And making your ideas come to life. Now you can create a story just the way you like it. PBS Kids Scratch Junior. Download now for free and start creating on the App Store and Google Play.
Okay, so that was our little introduction.
It's Worlds of Math Adventure in Measure Up from
And then we'll be watching a tutorial that if you can
Hi,
get your
I'm Shelly.
if you can get your tablets or your iPads out with your Scratch Junior app, because we're going to be moving along with the tutorial and we're going to be stopping to see if you can do those same things on your iPad or tablet with your app. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, so can you see it, Melissa? Okay. Okay, so you open up your Scratch Junior app, which is, it should look like this one right here. And let's start watching. See, for right now, we can just observe, and then I'll be stopping you to see if you can go to the same places that the tutorial is going to, okay? So let's start.
And I'd like to give you a brief overview of the PBS Kids Scratch Junior app. Now, once you've opened up your app, you're going to press the pink Start button to open it to your project section. These are a couple of the projects that I've already created, but today we're going to add a new project. So I'm going to go to the blue plus button, and I'm going to press that to open up the staging area. Now, on the left-hand side, we start with the character Dot. So let's take a look at some of the characters that we can use to add to our project. So I'm pressing the blue plus button, and we have a lot of our favorite PBS characters here. I see Peg and Cat. I see Nature Cat. Yeah, let's start with Nature Cat. I'm going to start with Nature Cat here. I'm going to go ahead and take Dot off.
Okay, so if you have your tablets or your app, you can go in there and select the character you'd like to use. And the way that she found it was when you open up your app, you see this home screen, and you click the little blue plus sign with the blank paper. That's going to be a new project that you're going to be working on. So you click that. And once you click that, you go to the blue plus sign again, which is adding a new character, and that's what she's doing right now.
So I'm going to press on the Dot character. I have a pink X that pops up.
So if you want to delete a character, you did what she just did, and you keep your finger pressed on it, and then you click the pink X, and that deletes your character.
Press on that. So here we have Nature Cat, and Nature Cat is ready for an adventure. I'm going to go to the top. In the middle, we have what looks like a picture with the mountains in the background. I'm going to press on that button to get a look at all of the backgrounds that we can use to create our stories and our games and our projects. And right now,
okay, so what she did was click on the little picture on the top with the green mountains, and that's going to take you to all the backgrounds that you can use for your characters, right? Which is what she's going over here. And you can choose whichever one you'd like to use. You click it, and then you click the check mark, the green check mark at the top.
I'm going to start Nature Cat in the woods, in the backyard at fall. I'm going to check the green check button. And now I have Nature Cat and I have a nice fall picture. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add my name to this. So I'm going to press the ABC button. And when I test that, I'm going to type in my name. Here. And this is just kind of giving you an idea of maybe you want to put a title or whatever. So
remember, you can write your name on your project by clicking the ABC blue button on the top. And you can change the color of that as well.
Add that in to the corner here. And I can drag it to where I need to. And I've got Nature Cat here as well. All right, and if you'll notice on the right-hand side, we have one page completed or started of our project there. If I wanted to add a second page, I would press the blue start button on that side. That'll take me to a second page of my project where I could add another character and I could add another background. So I'm gonna press that first one and I'm gonna go back to my first page here. Now we're gonna go down to the bottom because now that I've chosen my character, my background, I kind of wanna make Nature Cat do something. So at the bottom is our site where we're gonna build our project. So we have some buttons here on the bottom. I have Nature Cat selected and I'm getting ready to code for Nature Cat. I can see his outline here in the bottom. So one of the buttons that I like to start with, these yellow buttons, these are called trigger buttons. And these are what trigger the project to start. So
like she said, the yellow button that's over here to the left, you click on that and you get your trigger button. So all of these buttons are gonna make your character that you chose, it's gonna make it start moving and do whatever you ask it to do, okay? And then she's gonna go over, so the green one is to start on the green flag, which is by clicking that little flag that's up there by the blue button. If you click the one next to it, it's gonna start on the tap. So when you tap your character with your finger, that's when it's gonna go on and do whatever you want it to do, right? The next one is start on bump peg, or start on bump your character. So if you have two characters and they're both moving around, when the other character bumps into yours, it's gonna set it off and it's gonna do the whole sequence that you ask it to do.
if I were to use that green flag trigger, then every time I press green flag, my project would start. So I'm going to start with the green flag, and then we go to our motion blocks. So these are the things: we can go forward, we can go up, we can go down, we can turn, we can jump. These are all of our motion blocks. So right now, I'm going to bring down the go forward buttons so that when I press the green flag, Nature Cat moves forward. Now another really cool button is the one up here next to that green flag. That little arrow with the X, that'll send me back to my starting position.
And then also with those blue blocks that are the motion blocks that you'll be using, instead of, because I know she placed 3 blocks, you know how she placed 3 blocks moving to the right? Instead of doing that, you can just click on the block, click where it says 1, and then the numbers are gonna appear right here, the keyboard right here to the right, and you can click, instead of moving 5 blocks down, you can just adjust that number on there and put 5, and it does the same thing. That way it's not gonna take up all your white space here for the sequence.
Wherever I have started, then it will return back to that. Also, if you'll notice, I can go forward 3, or I can press the number here. That'll bring up this little keypad in the bottom corner, and I can program how many times I want him to go forward. So I can do 3, and then that means I can take these last and I can just kind of push them back up into the area there. So now I can still press the green flag and have him move forward 3. Press that back arrow to return to where we've started. All right, another really neat block is the show me block. This is this pink one here. And this is where I can program in something for Nature Cat to say, or I can have him grow or have him shrink or even have him disappear. So right now I'm gonna bring down this conversation block. I'm gonna press inside that little block. I don't want him to say hi. Let's say something like, I'm ready for an adventure. So now, when I press that green flag, which is the start button, he's gonna say, I'm ready for an adventure. That's pretty cool. All right, so now we've programmed in something for Nature Cat to do. I wanna show you another kind of a neat feature. If you look at the top, you'll see a little box that has all these crisscrosses in it. This, when I press that, is a grid. And when I'm thinking about moving Nature Cat, and when I want to know how many steps he needs to go forward or backwards or up, this grid really comes in handy. So I like to plan projects using that grid. I'm going to turn that off for right now. Another neat button that you definitely need to know about is this box that has these little gray corners. When I press that, that's what takes me into full screen. So now I'm full screen. I'm going to press the green flag and I'm going to start Nature Cat's adventure. And there we have it. I'm going to go.
All right, so now that we watched that tutorial, I'm pretty sure most of you got it down, at least for those simple steps that she went over. So when you come here to the home page of the interface, you can see this eye over here. You can click that, and then over here on the right it says Blocks Guide. Click on that, and it takes you through what each of the blocks do. So like we went over, the triggering blocks are these yellow ones, right? So the green flag starts the script when the green flag is tapped. So whenever you tap the green flag, that's when your character is gonna go off. And then this other one, it starts the script when the character is touched by another character. This one sends a message of the specified color. Then the blue ones are your motion blocks, and they're pretty self-explanatory if you look at the block and the image of the block. So the one that goes right, that's for your character to go right. The one that goes up is for your character to go up. And then there's a hop button too. So these are the hop buttons that makes your character hop. And then remember, once you're dragging those blocks down, you can adjust the times that you want it to jump or move right. These are the looks blocks. So I don't know if you can see this one right here. It makes your character shrink. You can see the little character shrinking. And then the other one over here, it makes your character grow. Then the sound blocks, one of them is to make a popping noise that you can put in your sequence. And the other one is for you to record a sound. So I don't know, maybe you like a song from the TV, or you want to say, hi, hello, my name is Jacob. and you want to record that and you want your character to say that, you can record it and then you can put it on your sequence. And then these are your control blocks which are orange. These actually pause the script. They pause your sequence. So if you want your character to take a break to let another character talk, you can use those. Then these are the end blocks. So at the end of every session or sequence, you want to end your sequence. So you put one of the red blocks. So let's go to our home page and add a new project. And then start working on your project. Let's see, I think I recorded one. So like this one that I made, it says dance with Dot. And then I use the green flag. So my character is gonna start whenever I press the green flag. So where's the green flag here? It's over here on the top. So let's see, I'm gonna press it. Okay, so now you can make your own sequence using those blocks. You can make your characters do anything they want. And then once you finish your little sequence, you can show us what you made with the blocks that we went over. And then tell us what backgrounds you would like to use for yours.
So let's take maybe about 5 to 8 minutes, and families, you guys can work on putting a sequence together, just like Gracia said, using those blocks that you just heard about. Okay, so we'll give you some time to work on that now.
And remember you can add a different page to your project. Right here on this side, you can add another page and then choose another background, choose another character, or choose the same characters with a different sequence. Okay, so we'll give you some time to go over the sequence and let you decide what backgrounds and what characters you'd like to use.
And if you have any questions, feel free to put it into the chat, or Gracia and I will be here. I'm gonna mute myself, but we'll be here to answer any questions that you might have. Oh, Luca, did you finish your sequence? I see you sharing it with us. Very cool. Wow, I see a lot of blue blocks, movement blocks that you used. Oh, Evelyn, no, did you guys do your sequence already? I think I saw you share yours. Awesome. And let me see. I can't tell who this is. I see On my end, it reads the Galaxy tablet, but but I see your tablet and you're doing a really cool one sequence there with the polar bear. Very cool.
Once we have our sequence, what button do we press to play the sequence?
Gracia, you're on mute though.
If you started your sequence with the green flag, all you have to do is press the green flag over here on the top on the right hand side, and it's gonna start your character.
Okay, thank you.
Hello. And using a phone, we're having issues, so I guess we're gonna have to try and get a tablet.
Oh, okay.
Right, because we're trying to do it and it just doesn't want to do it. It does, half the buttons work, but the other ones won't. We can't get any backgrounds. We can't get anything to come down.
Will you email me after the session? I'm Melissa.
Uh-huh.
Send me the email. I'm the one that's been sending all of the emails out. But I can connect you with the Bibliotech Library because they are lending out devices for our project.
Okay, because it keeps on my phone, it keeps coming out that there is a display problem and it just won't let us do something. So we have a tablet, but it's not charged up, so we probably have to get maybe the next session we can go ahead and try and get it going.
Oh, okay.
If not, then we'll go this route, see what we can do.
Okay, all right.
But we're still here. We're still here.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
Melissa, I'll be reaching out to you too. The tablet, for some reason, the app is not functioning on the tablet. So I think it's because it's not an iPad.
Yeah, it should work like on a Kindle or an iPad. Do you have a Kindle?
It is. It's a Fire tablet, but it's not. We're getting some of the buttons, but not all of them.
Yeah, I'll play with it today too because I have a Kindle. Also, I'm on my iPad, but we also have a Kindle, so I'll check on it. And then we did have some. Just email me after this, and then I can.
Okay.
Check. Okay. Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
I can't figure out how did you add the music, like the Arthur music or the theme music onto it?
So what I did for that one, I used this little sound button.
Uh-huh.
It's the green one right there.
The green one. Uh-huh.
And then when you click on the little microphone, it's gonna give you an option for the little sound pop and then a little microphone. So I actually recorded that music and that sound from my phone. I opened up YouTube, I recorded the sound, and that's how
that's a good idea. Okay, thank you.
Gracia, can I show you something?
Yeah, of course.
Let me put my video on. When you do your music, you can do a parallel sequence. So you can do one on top of the other. So you can do another little green flag at the bottom and then put your microphone right next to it. That way the music will be playing while your character is dancing.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to find that option. So you're saying?
Do another flag at the bottom. So go to your yellow, do another flag at the bottom, yes. And then get your microphone and tag it onto that one. Now try it.
No, try the green flag, right?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so there you go. We found a new way to do the music. So what she was saying was you can make your music right here, I mean your sequence right here on the top. So that's where your character will be moving. And then for your microphone, if you want to add any music or songs to it, you make another sequence and you place it right here on the bottom underneath your moving sequence. You just have to add another green flag and then your music, and it's going to be playing at the same time as your character when your character is moving. So that's very interesting.
And let's do maybe one more minute, and then maybe we can pick like 2 kids to share if they'd like to share what they created. And then we can move on. So let's do one more minute.
Addison is asking what this is. Oops, sorry. His 2 little frames popped up right here. He wants to know what that means.
I don't have that one in mind. Let me see.
I don't know what he tapped on.
I tapped on the red thing.
Oh, you tapped on the red thing? Okay.
So I'm guessing maybe it's to stop your sequence on those other pages. I see you have 2 pages added, and then that first red block with the little
This
page
one?
on it, that's your first screen. Second one is your second screen. So I'm guessing you put that one down on the bottom along with your blocks.
Oh.
Sequence for those.
You can add that to your.
And remember the red blocks are to stop your sequence. So once you're done placing your blocks and you want your character to stop, you place that red block on there.
Sit down.
Red is to stop and yellow is to start.
What are you doing? You're gonna fall off.
Awesome, guys. Well, I see all of you working so hard on putting together your sequence and making out a plan for your characters. Let me see. Derek, would you like to share your what you created?
Watch out, Joaquin. We're gonna switch stools.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let me see. Which character did you use?
Come around, please. Why do you have to climb on that way?
Let me see.
So you chose like a jungle with 2 different animals. Oh, nice. What is that, a cheetah and a bird?
Very cool. Oh, look, I see your animal doing something over there.
Front flip. Nice, thank you so much. That was a good sequence. So you're a programmer now because you just coded those movements for your characters.
Let's see, would anybody else like to share the sequence that they created? Maybe Hudson, I see your hand raised. But you have to unmute yourself unless you just want to show us. Like maybe it might be helpful for you to talk.
I want to.
Okay.
I made this.
I'll raise your hand if she's holding it.
Okay, so nature cat.
Hi, Hudson.
Oh, cute.
May you raise your hand and share?
Awesome. Good job.
Okay, I raised your hand.
You speak, right?
Was that you, Mateo, that wanted to share?
You gonna share your dot?
Oh, and I see Merrick's there.
No, it's not your turn yet.
Let's let Mateo share, and then maybe Merrick, and then we can wrap up. So cool. What does it say? Let me see.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, awesome.
It was really my sister who did it.
Okay, cool. Good job, guys.
And next I want the crab.
I love watching your sequences play out. Very cool. And then Merrick, did you want to share?
Owen is working on his too.
Okay.
Let's see. Who else?
Oh yeah, I see Owen working on his.
I'm gonna show you this.
Oh, okay.
Nelly. What's a polar bear? I like your background. Oh, look at the little penguin.
Oh, there's the yeah. It goes over and then it comes back out.
Nice.
Awesome.
How do you do the music?
I heard the popping sound too on that one. Cool.
How do you do the music? Just doing. Oh.
Did you ask something, Anneli? I'm sorry.
How do you do the music on this?
Oh, okay. Maybe Gracia can tell you how do you do the music, Gracia?
Yes, so for the music, the way I added it was, oops. You're going to have to click on that green button that has a little speaker. Once you click on that, you go to the little microphone. It's kind of like transparent right there. You click on it and this is gonna pop up. And then once this pops up, you grab any music you like. Maybe you can tell your parents to play a song that you like on their phone. And once they start playing it, you're gonna click on this record button. It's this red dot button. And then once you wanna end it, you click on the square. And then if you're happy with your music and your song, you click on the green arrow right there and it adds it right here on your timeline. And then you can just drag that down. Whoops, you can just drag that down and put it on your sequence wherever you would like.
Ryan, would you
any song you like?
Ryan, would you like to share yours? I see you holding up your hand so patiently right there.
Yeah.
Ryan, I think I found it.
Okay, you sharing.
I made where the cat goes to the beach, the plane flies over, and then a wizard appears.
Nice.
Okay, you start it.
Hi.
Nice. You added a wizard and the cat on the beach. Yeah, you can make your own stories with
You
that.
saw the plane was flying over.
Yeah, I saw the plane flying. Cool. Good job, Ryan. Did your sister make one?
Want to show yours?
You want to show
Yeah, she made one when the cat is swimming in the ocean.
Okay, hold on. How do you make it? Also show.
No.
Okay, press the green flag. You added audio. Here, I think I turned your audio down. Try it again. Oh, you did not. Okay. Okay.
Nice. Your cat was swimming. What was that? A cat? He was
Yeah,
swimming
she
in the
did the
ocean?
cat swimming under the water.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Owen, did you finish yours up?
I'll unmute you. Tell her about yours.
I was really thinking hard for this one, and this is definitely one of my best ones I've made.
Play it for him. Turn it on.
Nice. She's walking in the park. Is that like a park?
Something like it.
Oh, good job. Awesome, Owen.
Good sharing.
Okay, my little guy wants to share his, so
I created 3 whole pages.
how do you turn it on?
Oh. Okay, they're in the desert, right? It's animals walk. Oh, nice. That's very cool.
Excuse me.
So I'm guessing that red block that they were asking about earlier, if you put that on the sequence, then it goes to the next page, which is the next, the next page with your sequence that you made. So that's how they move from one place, one background to the other. That's very smart.
Should be like.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for sharing
Excuse me.
sequences. Oh, I see Clara. Clara, you want to be? Let's let Clara share hers, and then we'll move on to wrap everything up. Clara, did you want to share?
Okay, we're gonna make it go.
See, they're in the ocean. Oh, that's very cool. It has a lot of characters.
Very good job, Clara.
What happened to our character, Mommy?
Good job. And so we hope that you guys will take some time this afternoon to continue to play with all of the different motions and buttons that you got introduced to today. Gracia, was there anything else?
Yes, we have one last video for the kids. It's very short. It's just explaining about computer programming and what it is, since we're all now programmers, because we're making our own sequences and we're making our characters move and dance and do whatever we want them to do. So let me share my screen here. Okay. Here it is.
On a computer, you can do all sorts of things. Play games, do homework, or talk to friends. All these things are done using computer programs. But what are programs made from? Computer programs are made out of their own special language called code.
Please what, Mr. Mouse?
A computer can't think for itself, and you can't talk to it like a person. It needs computer programs so it knows what to do.
Step 100. Backwards.
Code is made out of words and numbers. Sometimes it is made from words you already know. You can learn how to put these words in order so the computer understands what to do.
Step 10. Forwards.
You can change the numbers and the words to choose what happens in your own program. There are lots more things you can do. It is your code, so you can choose. It's up to you and your imagination.
Awesome. So that concludes our session for today, which was what is a maker? And then a small introduction to what the app does, the sequences, the buttons, which tomorrow we'll be going over a few other things that you can do on it, Not only can you play with characters, you can also make birthday cards. You can make cards about yourself and put everything you like on there. And since we already know the basics and how to do it, then we should be a lot better and stronger with our designs and our sequences tomorrow. And we're very glad that you guys are working really hard on those sequences and coding. And like the video said, it's up to your imagination. So anything you'd like to add on it, it's your own design, they're unique. And you're a maker. So you're making anything that comes to your mind. You're making your tablet or your iPad, your characters, do whatever you want them to do, because that's what coding is, right? Melissa, I don't know if you have any.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for guiding us through that, Gracia. I know that we learned a lot over here. And then in your emails, you should have also received.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
You should have received your home material. And so that has an extra activity that you can use for your family this evening. If you have some time, it's not required, but it's something fun that kind of goes along with the maker theme. And it's make together a mischievous monster. And so there's a little handout on making a little puppet. You can use whatever you have at home to create a little monster. And so that goes along with our maker theme. And I will re-email out the journal that has all 3 days. And it's really just for you to keep notes, especially as your kids begin to design what they want their different projects to do. And it's just a way for them to keep notes. So even if you just have a journal or some scratch paper, they can use that as a journal for themselves as well. So there's no, you can look at it online, but don't feel like you have to print it out or anything. I think it's like 28 pages long, but it has some really good ideas on some prompts and things like that we'll be using throughout the session. So thank you guys so much for joining us and for being so interactive and engaging during this session. And like I said, please wait for, or I will be emailing you out the journal, and then it will use the same login information for Zoom that we used today. I will use that same information tomorrow, so that we hope that you will all join us to learn some more about coding and the PBS Kids Scratch Junior app. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Gracia.
Bye. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye. I still do this, Mommy.
More.